Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. A new year has dawned upon us. That didn't sound like grammar, I'm not gonna lie. That sentence did not flow as smooth as I wanted it to. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great holiday. I hope you guys, got to enjoy some of the videos that I put out during Christmas. I know that you guys might not have been expecting that, but yeah, I released some videos, Ace Attorney, I think it was, and then some stuff, on the side, things like that, to kind of keep the content wheel rolling. But yeah, as for me, the holidays were great. I hope they were for you too as well. I hope you got to eat tons of turkey, visit friends, visit family, grind, do whatever it is that you wanted to do during your time off from work, school, or whatever it was that you got away from. I hope that you were able to kind of hone in and either enjoy yourself or grind, or a little bit of both, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so firstly, I want to start off on a more positive note. I want to talk a little bit about, the previous year, what we've accomplished, what we've been playing, and then kind of talk about you guys as well, and then what will happen in the future and kind of what my plans and intentions are. I kind of plan to always do this every year regardless of the circumstance. Like, it doesn't take much to sit down and record like a 10-minute video or less to kind of talk through my thoughts and figure out direction and keep you guys in the loop on some of these things. So 2025 was a great year. Okay, 2025 was a great year. We finished the second Ace Attorney game. We moved on to the third one. This is the third and final one in the trilogy. We've been playing the Ace Attorney series for almost 3 years, bro. It's been 2 years. 2 years, right? About 2 years, give or take. It's like 2.5, right? Yeah, there's that. We've been, doing some variety stuff. We're playing Dispatch, or at least, we started Dispatch last year. We've been diving in some other things, and it's just been a really good time. I feel like where we're at right now is really great because I can experiment, because I'm not a huge streamer or, content creator. I think right now is like a really good time because I'm not a huge content creator or a huge streamer, so I can kind of play around a bit with what I like and what I really enjoy. What I've really enjoyed, I think personally, this year has been just getting to try new things and playing through some of the stuff that we've been playing through for like years now. Because like, even though Ace Attorney is long and I've been playing that nonstop, it's really still just so fun to go through. And like, honestly, my favorite part about it is seeing what y'all's reactions are. Like, if I have to be super serious about something, it's definitely that. Like, you guys amp me up. You guys are like, the best part's coming up, and I'm like, okay, yeah. And I'll like play through it, and I'm like, okay, I wonder what this person was thinking, when they were playing it. So honestly, what really makes or breaks it for me, especially with playing these games, is really what it comes down to how you guys react to it. And I'll get to y'all in a second. But yeah, that's been like the best part about this year. And we also have hit some goals. So over at Twitch, we have started up a couple streams over the over the past year that haven't been super great in terms of like scheduling, and they've been random and spontaneous. But don't know if you guys noticed, but I get a little camera shy when it's stream time, just because it's live, it's unscripted. So like, I don't want to say anything or say something stupid and then go back and be like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? But I'm trying to learn how to trust myself more. So this year, I'll get to that in a little bit, but that's kind of what's coming in the update. And then, on the YouTube side of things, we have hit 200 subscribers. Now, I know some of y'all probably are like, 200? Like, 200? I mean, come on now. Like, we have people with like 200K. We have people with like 2 mil. If there's one thing that I've learned, especially throughout this year, my time as an adult in general, and then just overall, like, just trying to get through the highs and lows of life, is that you have to appreciate what you have, and that comparison is the thief of joy. And thinking about it more, because like, I would always get on myself about it. I'd be like, man, I only have like 150 subscribers, man, like, I gotta like grind. I have to sit back and let myself remind myself that it's totally fine, because there are people who never get their first subscriber, never get their 10th, never get their 100th. We are double that. So like, in my eyes, that is something that is a super great accomplishment that I feel that we have made great strides in having consistent growth. Because one thing that I don't think I've ever wanted for this channel was to ever blow up. Like, all you hear is about all these channels that blow up, and then there's like 40K people in the streams, 20K people in the streams, and I can't even read chat, or I can't even think to go through all my comments and read through them all. What's so great about what we have going here this year, and I mean, well, up until now and going forward so far, is the fact that I can have so many one-on-ones with you all. Like, it's so cool when one of you comments and I can comment back, and I don't feel like there's 100 other comments that might be saying different things that I just have to get to, and I can actually spend time hearing y'all's thoughts. So like, that's really the really cool part about it. So that's what I try to keep myself in the positives of, is like, with 200 subscribers, bro, I can pay attention to each of you who decide to follow me along the way, which I think is super important, not just for like growth or retention or all these other stats that these people throw at you or YouTube throws at you to kind of determine your success. I view it as, me as a creator, I've done my job when I can sit here one-on-one with you guys, and I can like talk to you and I can actually know who you are when you say something, and it's not just another username in a sea of usernames. Like, if we ever get to that point, I'm not gonna be mad about it, but it will definitely bum me out that it will have gotten to that point. But again, we're in the present right now, and this is where we're at, and I'm pretty content with it. Now, moving on to you all, right? So I think you all as a collective, and I've already kind of mentioned this before, have really propelled this channel to where it is. Even though, again, it's like there's 200 of you. Some people might look at that as a little. All I can say is that my lunchroom couldn't even seat like 250 people, 200 people. So if there is a whole lunchroom of people sitting here and watching me play games, that's crazy. And so I just have to thank each and every one of y'all for coming through every video. You know, even if it's not every video, even if it's just one video a year, one video every 2 years, even if you just only ever watch one video, hit that sub button, and then never watch another video, it still helps me greatly. You know, I don't think you guys really understand how much it does, but it really does, because it keeps me going, because I'm like, people are really enjoying the stuff that I make, and it kind of, you know, gives like a nice little dopamine release to my creative mindset. So yeah, and that's really what I find to be the most, again, enriching part about this. I get to talk to you guys and know what you guys like and don't like, and you know, and I know who you are. But yeah, so again, 2025 is a success, and I mean, every step of the way has been a success, and it's really all thanks to you. Yeah, you. The person who is sitting there watching me right now, you know, even if this is like 3 years in the future, you can already extend this to yourself, because maybe there's like 100 more people. Maybe we have 1,000. Maybe we have 1,000,000, bro. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just thank you. That's all I really want to say is thank you. And then moving on to the update portion of this, I just want to express my thoughts as to where we are right now. So again, or at least I have already expressed my thoughts to where we are, and I'd like to kind of position and reframe it to where I would like to be at. So let me start with exactly why I started doing this, because I think that's always important. I'm gonna always talk about this every year, and y'all are gonna get tired of it, but I'm gonna talk about my very first time ever like doing a sit down content creative mindset, making a video. It was when I was 13, bro. I was 13 years old, and I was sitting in my room watching Markiplier, and I remember the exact thought. It wasn't even like a thought, it was like a longing. It was like this desire, because I was watching him play his Amnesia series, and I remember being like, man, it just would be so fun to sit down in front of a camera and just like pour my heart out, like while I'm playing the game, talking about the game, talking about my life, talking about the game and my life, talking about how the game has impacted my life, like all these things kind of tying in to create this like this living thing. Like, this is a living, breathing thing. Like, no matter how you place it, it's not just this thing that we do and, you know, that people just kind of are content with. It's something that you have to feed and grow and like cultivate. And I don't mean to sound like a motivational speaker here, but it's one of those things where you finally get that dream, that longing, that desire to achieve something, and you pour your heart out into it. And so I remember the very first time I sat down, I had a Samsung tablet, and Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was popping off, or Five Nights series was popping off, and the third one had just come out. And I recorded my first ever video for like Let's Play, gameplay, whatever, and it was that. Don't even bother looking for it. It's not on the internet anymore. It got scrubbed. Trust me, I have tried to find it. I don't know where it is. I don't even remember what oh my gosh, sorry, I got sick. I don't even remember what account I uploaded on. I've had like 6 YouTube accounts, and this channel has not been the first channel, obviously. So it's been like 10 plus years in the making that I have been trying to do something to where it's something that I can be proud of. And I think that I've finally reached that point where I am. But back to what I was thinking during those days, it was just to help build something, you know. Even just going through another creator's comments and seeing everything that everyone has to say, it was just so like inspiring to me, because it's like these people know, they don't know this person, right? Like, you guys don't know me, but you know me, you know what I mean? Like, you understand who I am, and you know my personality. And so when you see me, you know, play a game, or, you know, you see your favorite creator play a game, you already know what to expect. And that's kind of what I've always wanted. And so carrying that forward, it's almost like I have to find a good happy medium between what to be happy with and what areas I feel like I can grow without trying to do too much and burning myself out. And so trying to stay passionate about this has been really my main goal at the end of 2025 moving forward. And for the longest time, I didn't want to do things like stream, or I didn't want to play just one game, because I was too afraid that like I would just fall into this burnout circle of, oh, I'm only playing one game, or oh, I'm only doing this one thing, or oh, I'm streaming now, I hate it because I'm streaming like 30 hours a week because I'm not recording videos, so I have to make sure I get the videos out because streaming is a bit more of a commitment. And I think I've finally have found that equilibrium, okay, big boy words, okay, equilibrium within myself to recognize that I think it's okay to feel burnt out sometimes, and not burnt out in the sense that like I hate this, but like burnt out in the sense that it's like I love what I do. Sometimes I don't feel 100%, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Anyway, that's my version of burnout. When you're like, I can't give it 100%, but I'm gonna show up anyways, and it might not be the best. Like, to me, that's kind of burnout. It can mean different things for different people. It's a subjective feeling, but that's kind of what it's been for me. And throughout this year, I've felt it. And so now I've learned how to be more okay with that. And sometimes I might say something and I might not follow through with it. And that's okay. We're human. Sometimes it happens. My thing is that as long as I'm communicating with you all on things, and as long as I'm doing my job to talk to you and say, hey, this is what the plan is, or hey, I'm sorry this didn't happen, but here's what's happening going forward, then I've done my job. Like, that's something that I never want to do. I never just want to ghost you guys for like a year and a half, 2 years, never say a word. I'm not going to speak on whether or not that's good or bad, because I know certain content creators definitely do that. But for me personally, it's like, I know you guys have been here either since day one, or you've, joined up for the ride. And I know that you guys are here to watch me and enjoy my content. And, and not even really just that, but you want to make sure that I'm all right. Even though you don't know me, you want to make sure that I'm good. We're all human beings. We want to make sure that we're good. So I don't want to just disappear off the face of the planet and then, have you guys think that I'm just gone. And so that's why that goal for me is to just make sure I'm transparent. And so moving into the very last part that I want to talk about, so what are we going to do about it, right? Like, I'm talking about transparency. I'm talking about all these things about how we're going to do better. And, I want to move into another place and achieve all these goals. So what we're going to do about it is, this year I'm going to be streaming somewhat heavily. And by heavily, I mean like I'm going to stream with a very solid schedule. So going forward, we're going to be streaming on certain days at certain times. I will always release the schedule on a Sunday so that you guys are always aware at the beginning of the week when I will go live. We will still sometimes experiment with just going live sporadically, but those sporadic streams will just be random games. They won't be, set in stone things that I'm just like, I'm honing in on playing. Like, if I'm playing a series, those will be the scheduled streams. But if I'm just playing something like Arc Raiders, or if I'm just playing a multiplayer game, or if I just want to talk, we'll just boot up the stream and we'll just talk for like an hour or two. We'll play games for an hour or two. We'll chop it up. But what's going to happen is, after releasing this video, I'm going to release a schedule for Twitch. And we're also going to, this is to be determined, but we're also going to release a recording schedule, or I should say a posting schedule, for games. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm going to finish off some of the games that we're playing now. Once we're down to one game that we're only playing, I'm going to then try to keep a consistent schedule for that one game. So if I boot up a stream and I'm playing that game, that's what we're doing. We're playing through that game. I'm not stopping. Same with anything else. If I'm playing another game, then we're not stopping. And eventually the plan will be, I'm sorry, y'all already hear my voice like break and crack. I've been sick. That's another reason why I haven't been uploading heavily. I got sick like a couple days ago. The plan was starting Sunday. I was supposed to, today is Tuesday, by the way, but I was supposed to start uploading on Sunday. I got sick, so y'all are having to deal with the fallout of that. So I apologize, but bear with me here. We're going to try to release a more curated content schedule. You know what I mean? My goal with that is to just be more consistent. I know it genuinely sometimes pisses you guys off when I say I'm doing something, or I'm going to do, XYZ thing, or I'm going to play XYZ game, and I play another game for like 3 weeks straight before I get around to it. And I just want to be held more accountable for my own words and for what I'm trying to do. And so going forward, that's going to be the plan. So the thought is right now, and this isn't finalized, if you want the final schedule, or at least the finalized schedule, you can join the Discord. I will be posting the streaming schedule and the recording schedule. And I mean, the recording schedule is going to be more loose, so I probably will speak that more than I will create a visual for it. But like, I'll post a Twitch stream schedule, so if anyone wants to hop in and talk and know when to expect me to go live, you know where to find me, right? And it's going to be around the same times. It'll be around like between the hours of like 8 and like 10, 8 and 11. Kind of the best times that I've been thinking it's been to stream. So yeah, and so with that being said, I'm going to be setting some goals here. I'm getting nervous because I hate talking about my goals out loud, but we are going to reach affiliate on Twitch. We are going to reach 250 subscribers or post at least 200 videos to the channel, and we are also going to beat one long form style game this year. Now I know that sounds, some of those sound like, could I do it? Some of those definitely sound like, yeah, you could do it, but that's the point with goals, is to set reasonable goals. And throughout the year, I may do more channel updates where we kind of change course. So yeah, that'll just about do it today. Another great new year. It's 2026. I'm nervous about jumping into a whole new set of goals that I have to achieve now, but you know, last year I hit the 200 subscriber mark, I hit the 150 videos mark, and we ended up beating a game. So I feel like this year we can definitely do it, and the goal will be to hopefully, you know, do it with you guys, obviously supporting me every step of the way. And of course, up until this point, and you know, even further beyond, I want to thank everybody. I appreciate you as always. Please make sure that if you did enjoy anything or all of what we have done at any point, you know, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know who you are. Join the Discord if you want. Have a one-on-one with me, you know, have a conversation. It's all good, man. Look, again, the thing is that I don't want this to be a thing where it's like transactional. Hey, look, man, I'm going to post a video and you're going to subscribe. Bye now. I want to make a community. Like, this is the whole point, is to have a community of people who rock with me, who know who I am, and who want to see me like both succeed, and for me to want to see y'all succeed, and also just carry forth the, I don't know, just the momentum of like of life. Like it's crazy to me that like people can stagnate, and it's happened to me too, and you know, we don't want to help them out, or like we don't want to help ourselves out. So again, that's the point with all this. Again, y'all, I appreciate you. We'll get right back to posting more videos soon. Right after I'm done with this video, I'm going to hop into more Chrono Trigger edits and things like that. And next week, y'all will be bombarded with more content. And yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate you guys again, and I will see you guys for the rest of 2026. Peace, y'all.